If I had to start a lawn care business from scratch tomorrow, no customers, no reputation, no ad budget, I know exactly how I'd get my first 10 customers and I'd have most of them within about 3 weeks. No paid ads. Here are the 4 things I'd do in the order I would do them in. Here's a quick 30 seconds on who I am before we get into it. My name is Marcus and I currently live in Thunder Bay. Over the last 19 years, I've run or owned 9 different services businesses. A bunch of them I've started from scratch. Currently, I'm the founder of a new field service management company called Spatchy. So I'm not going to be giving you the recycled passed out flyers advice from a guy in Texas who's never seen a season end in October. I'm going to give you what actually works. And where being Ontario changes the playbook. So if you're ready, let's go. Here's the first tactic I would use, local Facebook. And remember, speed wins on this one. So I don't mean a business page. Nobody is going to follow a page of a company with 0 customers yet. I mean local groups, your town buy and sell, your township group, marketplace. That's where homeowners actually ask, does anyone know a good lawn guy? But there are 3 rules because most people do this wrong. Number 1, post a photo of your own work, a real before and after you took on your phone. The second you use stock photography, you look like every other spam account that's in that group. A slightly imperfect photo really beats a perfect fake one every single time. Number 2, put a real number on it. Spring cleanup starting at X, weekly mowing from Y. People will scroll past, message me for a quote. You're now adding friction to the process for the customer. They want easy and fast. They don't want to have to do the work. And a starting price filters out the tire kickers and gets the serious ones to reach out. 3, and this is the one where you're actually going to win and why I said it right in the title, speed. When someone posts looking for a lawn guy in a local group on a Saturday morning, the established companies in your neighborhood are checking Facebook maybe once a day. If you're the one who replies in 10 minutes, you've usually got the job before the bigger guy has ever seen the post. This is true of any business that has inbound leads that require sales. Speed always wins. Your competitive edge when you're brand new is that you're hungry and you're fast. Use that. This isn't theory. This is how the next door market gets won while the big operators are still asleep. Tactic 2, be the overflow guy. Now this one's going to sound a little backwards, so stay with me for a minute. But call the established lawn care operators in your area. But don't call them to compete. You're calling to be their overflow. Here's the thing that nobody tells beginners, especially at the start of the season. Every established solo operator is drowning in customers. They've got more work than they can handle and they're turning people away. Customers they just physically can't fit in. There's free demand that's just evaporating. So here's what I would do. I would call 3 of them and say, look, I'm just starting out. When you're slammed and you've got jobs you can't take, send them my way. I'll take the overflow. Some will want a small cut, some will just be glad to stop disappointing people. Either way, you've just plugged yourself into a pipeline of customers who are looking to buy and are already pre-warmed by someone they trust. So don't feel bad about giving a small cut if that's what they ask for, because you're getting your foot in the door. These are the operators who have done the hard work of setting up an established business, and now they're passing along customers to you that they just can't get to. The established guy was always going to lose these impatient customers anyway because of his or her backlog. You're not taking his bread and butter accounts. You're catching the ones that are falling off the table. And a good chunk of those overflow jobs become your permanent customers. It feels like you're helping a competitor, but you're actually building your book for free. And at the same time, you're making friends within the community that you're operating in, which is never a bad thing. Tactic 3, or what I like to call the Ontario wedge. This is where being Canadian actually gives you a bit of an edge most lawn care channels can't teach because they're filming in places where grass grows 10 months a year, if not 12 months a year. Up here, the season is short. In a lot of Ontario and most of Canada, you're looking at roughly 26 mowing weeks. And up in my neck of the woods, it's even tighter than that. So when you're starting cold in the spring, do not lead by asking strangers to commit to a whole season of weekly mowing. It's a big ask from someone who's never met you before. Lead with the spring cleanup instead. And what is a spring cleanup? So that's dethatching, the first tidy up of the season. It's the easiest first job to sell because every homeowner already knows they need it and they're going to pay someone to do it regardless. It's one time, yes. It's low commitment. It's easy. But here's the play. The cleanup is your foot in the door. You show up, you do excellent work, they trust you, and then you say, would you like me to just keep it looking like this? I can put you on weekly. And then watch the math as it rolls in. A $250 spring cleanup is nice, but if it converts into a $40 weekly mow for 26 weeks, that one customer is worth over $1,300 for the season. You led with the small, easy thing they were already going to buy, and you turned it into the recurring contract that actually builds a business. Sell the cleanup, win the season. And you can do that using some of the other tactics that I've talked about here to get in front of customers. Tactic number 4, density knocking. Use this one once you already have a customer or two. Knock on the houses right next to the lawn you're already cutting. It sounds super simple. Most don't do it. These are not random neighbors. These are the 10 or 15 houses on the exact street where you've already got a job. And here's why this beats blind door knocking. The single biggest hidden cost in business isn't gas or your mower, it's your drive time. A $45 lawn that's 20 minutes away makes you less per hour than a $40 lawn that's next door to a stop you're already making. So 2 lawns on one street is worth more to you than 2 lawns across town, even if the across town ones pay a bit more. So here's the move. You're already at a customer's place, trailer's out, mower's running, you look legit. That's when you knock. Make sure that you're dressed nice so you have professional looking gear on. There's no stains, there's no rips, holes. This way you're not a stranger with a flyer, you're the guy already working on the street that they've probably already seen. And the line is pretty simple. Hey, I'm doing your neighbor's place on Thursdays. I've got room for 2 more on this street if you're interested. That's it. 2 more on this street does something. It's not desperate, it sounds like you're nearly full, and people want the thing that's almost gone. Do this every time you pick up a new job, and your route will basically build itself into a tight little cluster instead of you driving all over the city. There you have it, your first 10 customers with no ad budget. Number 1, local Facebook groups with your own photos, real prices, and reply fast. Number 2, become the overflow guy for the established operators who are already turning work away but don't want to disappoint people. Number 3, lead with the spring cleanup and convert it into the weekly mow. And number 4, once you get some customers, start knocking on doors on those roads so you can fill in your schedule. If you do nothing else this week, start with the Facebook groups. It's free, you're engaging with your community, and it's easy. If you like this, I post a video every week on the business side of running a lawn care company, the money, the scheduling, the stuff that decides whether you're still in business in a year or 3. If that's useful to you, I'd love if you subscribe, and I'll see you next week.